Jimmy, can I do the intro? And then you...
You may.
Yep.
What do you want me to do with that? Full screen something? Do you want...
I don't know. Yeah, you can... Yeah. Nice. Hello and welcome back to a brand new Retro YouTube channel video with 𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙗 10,000 here, the one, the only. And today we're doing a tier list because me and 𝙎𝙪, in our spare time, we did a Inside Number 9 tier list, which was pretty amazing. Top tier stuff, you know. There's like a tier list on different types of bacon. That's down there. But our tier list was up there. It was incredible. It was a tier list of Inside Number 9, like every episode. Which, if you don't know what Inside Number 9 is, what are you doing with your life? Pull yourself together and watch them, you know? But we're going to... so, something to know about Inside Number 9 is it's made by Reece Shearsmith and Steve Pemberton. So they're in every single episode. I'm pretty sure. I think they are. I hope they are.
They are.
So today we're going to do a tier list of... Let's do Reece Shearsmith.
Reece Shearsmith's characters.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go on to the Edge thing and let's look at the Sardines. So, Sardines is the first episode and it's a pretty decent episode of Inside Number 9. Reece's character, what are we thinking? Because personally, I really enjoyed him. I think in this episode I would give him a B or a C. So what's your thoughts on this this character?
I think he's a good character. He makes the episode very fun, but I feel like all the characters do in Sardines.
Well, right. I really enjoyed the tension that Steve and Reece have in this episode. I do also like it when Reece plays a flamboyant kind of campy character.
Yeah.
That really tickles my
pickle.
It tickles my pickle. So I don't know though. I feel like I don't know.
I feel like this character makes like, so obviously the whole episode is set in one location. So I do feel like his character, I can't remember the name of him, but I feel like his character makes it more awkward for like everyone, and he's very like blunt about what he says. Like as a character, he's very blunt about everything really, and he does make everyone else feel kind of like tense and uncomfortable. But that also adds to the yeah.
He's a great character story-wise. Did he deserve to be burnt though? That's the real question.
Did he deserve to be burnt? Yeah. No, he didn't.
Oh,
he didn't.
honestly.
He didn't.
No, I love him. I love that man. He's the one, like, right.
I think
Steve's character maybe does deserve a little bit of burning. Like, you know, maybe a toe or two. This character, I love him.
I love him.
He's in my heart as he's a beautiful man. Where are you putting him?
Man. Where do you want to put him? I think he is a C or
he's not low.
He's not low. I feel like D, E, and F are quite low, and C is a perfect middle ground. But I'd put him in C. He's a strong start. He's definitely not.
Yeah.
I feel like B tier is, you want to put it higher, but you can't because the other person says no.
Yeah, you can watch all of the Inside Number 9 on BBC iPlayer.
A Quiet Night In. I like A Quiet Night In. Let's...
So the episode it's a silent-ish one where it's two people breaking in to rob. Now, I don't think I think Steve's better in this one. Right?
I do think...
Because I think the problem is Reece and Steve are both meant to be funny people. But in this one, Reece is played as the serious one. So I feel like he can't really do all the funny stuff he usually does. I don't know. He's very basic in that episode. I think, like, it's a great episode.
It's a brilliant episode. I really like the episode.
But him alone as the character is not. He's not the greatest. There's nothing against him. It's just how the
yeah, no, I get that.
How that format works. It's like the funny man and the straight man, and I think he's meant to be the straight man.
Yeah.
Well, of the two, he's more straight than the other one. Of the two robbers. I mean,
I don't think he's a bad character, but out of all of Reese's characters, I'd say he's not. I don't know. I don't really have much to say about the character because I'm going to be honest. I like the episode, but I can't really remember much about his character specifically.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. There isn't much about him because he's just meant to be kind of whatever, normal-ish.
Yeah, I like his mustache.
You like his mustache?
Love his mustache. Where do you think we should put him? I think he's a D. Would you like to?
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Alright.
Pop him in there.
Great minds think alike. Tom and Jerry. Talk about the episode, George.
Right. I preferred. Right, in this episode. Oh, this is going to be so difficult because Steve plays the villain in it, and Steve does play a good villain. But I don't know if it's the fact that the other guy's the hero. And that's why I like him.
It's an absolutely amazing episode.
It is an amazing episode. It's about folklore. It's got a bit about folklore. I can bring out the official book to talk about it.
Let's not.
Okay.
Do you?
So.
Oh, you have the official book out.
The hair in folklore. Hairs can be. Right, I'm not going to read that. That's going to be really boring. That's actually going to be really boring.
I was looking forward to that as well. I mean,
you're going to look forward for me to talk about hairs for what, like 3 minutes?
I was not. Right, okay. Back to our guy.
I say C or B.
B.
Okay, let's put him in B.
Give more reason to your.
I like him. I think he's interesting. He's funny. I think he's pretty good. Now, last guest. What is?
I can't quite remember his character.
So he's none of them, right?
He's
such
none
a
of
Reece
them.
in that episode because he's in that episode. He's got to be legally by contract. Reece.
No, he's not in that episode.
He's probably one of the extras. He's probably.
There's no extras. It's only like we're gonna watch an episode of Inside Number 9. Hang on.
Okay. So yeah, what we've learned is that episode doesn't have him in it, like actually in it. So that's great. We're going to just say that, whatever. The understudy.
The understudy.
Can I be honest? Can't remember him.
You can't remember him at all.
I think he, in my mind, was a bit of a dick in that episode, and I think I might give him a C.
So in this episode, he was kind of the main guy, I'm pretty sure. At least I would consider him to be, because he was the understudy. Can't really remember much about what he did.
So he's one of the forgettable ones?
He is one of his forgettable characters, yes.
I think because he's forgettable, it makes him C or D. And I don't want to put him in C because C's.
You can't put him next to this one. I think he would be a D or an E. I can't lie.
Yeah, I'm going to E.
I'm leaning more towards E because first of all, forgettable. I'm sure he was a great character, but I do remember that he wasn't as good as Steve Pemberton in this episode.
Yes,
I'm going to have to be brutally honest. Oh.
God, right. So when we made our Inside Number 9 tier list, the harrowing was, I think, maybe E? And I think we only had like 3 on E.
Are you sure he wasn't F? Oh no, F was
F is
Seance time.
seance time. We really hate that episode. Honestly, I'm tempted. F, his right character, I didn't like him. I'm being honest, didn't like him. I think when I watched that episode, I preferred the teenage, like the teenager.
I liked
actors.
the second teenage girl. Can't remember her name, but she was
the
like
goth one.
the goth one. Yeah, she was cool.
Yeah. I think they both played pretty well in that episode.
Mm-hmm.
But literally everyone else sucked in that one. I'm sorry.
Where are you putting him, George?
I'm putting F. I'm sorry.
I thought that would be the case.
He just doesn't. They should just.
Alright, you ready for series 2?
All right, we're going to series 2 now.
Series 2. Look
out, chat.
Oh, I like this episode.
I'm instantly, in my mind, putting in B or A. Because, first of all, great episode, but forgetting the episode thing, he is really cool, and his twist is really cool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So, honestly, like, him, I'm honestly thinking A.
I'm thinking...
Look, he's great.
Yeah.
Right? Jerry, no, Tom, is it Tom? No, it's Tom, I think it's Tom. Tom is cool and all, but this guy, he has such a cool ending. He's like, yes, I killed that guy, and I'm so... He's such a, just honestly, awesome episode. Yeah. Awesome ending for Reese's character.
So are we saying...
Also, okay,
I'm happy with A. I'm happy with A.
12 Days of
Christmas. Right. Is he in this one?
He's in this one. He's a C though. He's instantly forgettable.
I can't quite remember.
Right, he's not bad, but he's like an extra basically.
When you showed me this episode first,
I'm surprised you've forgotten. Right, yeah. So we have to look into instantly C or D. Because he's a background character, we have to go into...
But he feels very guilty. So, in the episode, there was a car crash, and Christine, the main character, passed away, but he was stood on kind of like a grass verge near the car crash, and just watched it happen. I'm pretty sure that's what his character does.
He's got a few different bits in the episode, like, there's a bit where the car crash is like... seeping into the into a whatever heart place, and there's one point where he's like like eggs start getting thrown, and he's like looking at her and like and he's like, are you okay or something.
I can't quite remember. You know, when you first showed me this episode, I didn't cry. I actually laughed at you crying. But the second time watching it, I did cry a little bit.
So I think he didn't add anything to the episode. I think anyone could have played him this role, and honestly, that's why I would give him personally a D, because he's. D sounds like, oh, it's bad, but like he did good.
Yeah.
But it's not like a memorable character from him, and it's not... I think anyone could do it, really.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you, that one.
Let's go on to the next episode. I'm excited. I'm
Trial of Elizabeth Gadge. Gadge? Is it? Yeah, Trial of Elizabeth Gadge.
I've not rewatched this one in a while. I've watched it once. So I think a lot of these episodes I have rewatched a few different times.
I have not rewatched this episode, and I will not rewatch this episode. I do remember him being a good character, but not as good as Steve's character, like, at all. He was the one that kind of... This guy in the middle, I can't remember any of their names. So this guy in the middle, he was kind of like, I don't know, the judge guy. So these three were kind of like the people who were like trying Elizabeth, and he was the judge, so he was completely impartial, and Reese's character was was accusing Elizabeth Gadge of all of the crimes and just like, oh, this must have been witchcraft because this happened. And then Steve's character was like, was defending her like quite a lot and sticking up for her, but in the end he kind of won. She wasn't. She was just talking to a mouse in a funny way. But one of these three guys did end up being burnt, though. That's what the twist was, and I'm pretty sure it was Steve's character, although it was set up to make you think that it would be Reese's character.
Why Steve?
Because you wouldn't expect it, would you?
Did you like him in the episode? Because we like the episode, but do we like him in the episode?
The acting was all right. Yeah, well, obviously the acting was amazing. It's Reece Shearsmith, but
the man, the myth, the legend.
The man, the myth, the legend. Yeah, he didn't really. I think it works with Reece and Steve being the two like similar but opposite characters. I don't know if that makes sense, but he's against and Steve was for, so like they're kind of yin and yang kind of situation.
Where would you rate him?
No,
E
or D, but I don't know. I was thinking E because you can't remember him, but D because of how he was in the episode, but you can't speak on that because you can't remember the episode. Okay, what's the next episode?
It is
Cold Comfort.
Right, this is I think we put this on S.
If we didn't, we need to change it.
Because it deserves S. It is one of the best episodes. It's got the greatest endings. It's got
the best song.
It's got the best song. It's now. Oh my God, where do we put him? Where do we put the man? A.
Because he's a very huge part. He is the twist. His character is the twist.
Yeah.
Pardon?
Or am I pushing the boat too out? Am I pushing the boat out? S.
I'd say S. I think S. It's an amazing episode. I loved the episode. I think I messaged you during the episode I think I messaged you that episode
you
was
did.
amazing.
And I was like, oh, I'm glad that she liked it because I did.
No, it's an amazing episode. Definitely an S tier character. Without any issues.
Go to the next one.
Oh, where are we?
Nana's
Party.
I actually really like his character in this one.
I
so
like
Nana's
his
Party,
character.
we put in C. Or do we put in D? I don't know.
We put it in C.
We put it in C. But I think that this is the thing in the episode. The situation doesn't carry it. The characters do. Case.
Ooh,
I really like him. I think
balloon.
either A or even B. B if you really don't like it. But I think A if we're, I don't know, or possibly even into the S. Because honestly, as a character, I love him. He made me laugh. He made me cry. He has so many emotions. He's great in this episode. I seriously think it's a really good episode for like the characters, you know?
Yeah, I agree with you. The characters make the episode, not the plot, because I think it's the only Inside Number 9 episode that does not have a plot, and it does not have any death.
I think it is one of the only episodes that has no death.
And it's quite a lovely episode as well.
Where are we putting him?
Where do you think?
I'm knocking out B, S or A.
Okay.
Are you saying too high? Or
I was going to say B.
We can put him in B. No, I want to put him in A.
You want to put him in A? I'm fine with A. Definitely not an S tier character. I can't lie.
I think maybe it's the rose-tinted glasses of like the characters just consuming the whole episode. Alright, what's the next one? right, okay. On the tier list,
this is a shit episode. Shit.
God, 𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙨. Oh, God. Right, load it up and instantly just put him F. Instantly. We don't need to think about it. He's F.
Because he was the main character. He was the host of. Oh, there's not even. He's not even there. Oh, there he is.
Because it's because it's a crap episode. That's why. It is
a terrible episode. So the plot of it is that they're all coming to this place, and they don't realise they're on like some kind of prank show. It's a poor concept for Inside Number 9 standards. It's a shit character. It's not the best episode at all. It's the absolute worst.
Yep. And instantly, therefore, F.
There he is.
Next
Go where you belong.
A hatred friend.
I reckon they'd be buddies.
They probably would be, because we wouldn't be buddies with them, because we hate them too much. Okay.
The Devil of Christmas.
Devil of Christmas. Now, what does he play?
I love this episode. But George does not.
No, I'm not a fan of it. I don't get the commentary.
I love the commentary. Felt like I was listening to a podcast as well. It was nice. I like this episode a lot.
No, even though I hate the episode, I would consider D.
Okay.
I'm not.
Can I please disagree with you?
C.
Yeah.
C's highest. I'll let you go.
Yeah, C is where I want to put him because his character was good in the episode. He played the he had a funny name, but I liked his character.
Was he the owner of the lodge?
He was the owner of the lodge.
All right, but pop him in.
And also, I'm pretty sure he was in the commentary. I do think C.
Okay.
But if you want to go D, I'm fine with D.
No, we'll put him C because I'm fine with C.
Okay. I think Series 3 is an amazing series. It's got
it's
all S and B tier. S to B, except for the Devil of Christmas.
I love him.
Talk. Just talk.
Okay, so this episode's great because it's a plot-driven episode. I don't know what I was going to say.
They're all plot-driven episodes.
Not Nana's. That's character-driven. But each character is very interesting in this one. And in a way, I do feel like they're fighting over my attention. I mean that in a good way. B or C.
What are you leaning more towards? Because
B.
I'm fine with both, but I am leaning towards B.
Right, let's pop in B.
Just because the episode is *𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙧𝙘𝙧. It's *𝙎𝙪𝙗𝙧𝙘𝙧. And the characters are all very well written. They're all good. They all work with each other, you know? Like they're all different, like very different characters, but they all work together. I
think that's the point of them though, as well, is like the fact they're so whatever.
They're all so different, but they're in like kind of this same like friendship group, maybe.
The riddled Sphinx. Now this guy, in this episode, he owns it, I think, because he comes in and he says, "Oh, well, it's your sister, isn't it? Or no, it's your daughter."
Yes, He does.
And he basically owns it, and I love him because of that. And any comments, Dazza?
I think it was good. I can't really remember much of it, I'm going to be honest.
Can I say C? I think C. He's not D, but he's not B. B's got Jerry. C's got... What do you think? What's your thoughts?
C. C works.
Pop him in there. Good, he's in his little box.
He's in his little box. Ooh!
Empty Orchestra.
Empty Orchestra. I love this series. This Series 3 is the best series.
Now, Empty Orchestra. So, one little thing I know about Inside 9 is I know 3 lowest rated episodes, which is Nana's Party, Empty Orchestra, and I don't know, another one that's big. I'm not a fan of this one, really.
You're not a fan of this episode?
Well, I'm not a fan of his character. I think the girl he's sitting next to I like in that episode, but C, D is what I've got to say.
I like his character. No, I agree with you. What are you saying? What are you wanting to say?
D.
D, okay.
Well, I think I think he's on. I think with the rest of the D people, I think he's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
On the D tier.
Yeah, he's
Whereas
better
on
than
the
the
C
tier, but he's like, yeah, I get that. Diddle diddle dumpling.
Okay, that's S.
S,
Okay,
S.
Diddle
S.
Diddle Dumpling is an S tier episode. Now, Diddle Diddle Dumpling is an episode about a man who goes mad over a shoe, right?
A size
It sounds
9
so dumb.
black man's shoe.
Also, co-star, the other one in that episode, she's
her.
great. I like her. She's been in a lot of good stuff. Ashes to Ashes, that lot. Reece is great. I think he really plays the role well. Honestly, no complaints.
I couldn't see Steve in this role at all.
He plays a very well put together man.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the episode is he's a put together man.
And he just goes off his rockers.
And he goes off his rockers. And if Steve played it, I don't know why, but I feel like it would seem less extreme.
Yeah.
Like I think Steve can play some really cool evil blokes.
Private View, you do Private View.
Private View. He's an asshole in this episode.
I could not tell you.
I like him. I think C or B, really.
I think we should go for C, because I haven't watched the episode, so that automatically makes it slightly lower.
I want to look who's in C and then say.
C
yeah,
has...
he goes C.
Oh.
C. If he was put in B, God, that would be too much of a kind thing for him.
Series 4.
And then kills him. Oh.
Zanzibar. I
Daisy,
wasn't the biggest fan of this episode, but I'm a fan of his character.
Zanzibar is I am a fan. This is like my devil of Christmas.
Have you seen the edits on TikTok where they're like, this is the only fit character? I reckon he is a bit.
I think in this episode he's great. I love it when he goes, oh, spaghetti bolognese.
Oh. Put it out in sync.
Where are we putting him?
That's great. A.
Yep. Hello and welcome to the end of part 1 of the session that we did. If you're new to the channel, please consider liking, subscribing and checking out more. What might happen is I might, if I can be asked, because I hate editing, but it might happen if you are lucky, you little sods at home, I might release a blooper reel from this stuff, because such a lot of humour and jokes have been cut out of this video just for the sake of time and relevancy to the video. But I might release a blooper reel, you know, including everything. Also, part 2 will come out eventually whenever I feel like editing that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this wonderful video. I'll see you soon.